Oh, MiWayJourneys, and welcome to another adventure. We're going to Nova Scotia on this adventure, and so let's get going. Just as a reminder, I am not paid for or compensated in any way for the videos that I create, or the tools that I use, or services that I use in the course of those travels. And just as a note for anybody that wants to follow my methodology of planning, is using some travel tools to knowing some travel terms, of things that I may mention throughout, but being flexible and thinking sustainable is clearly a great way to move in your travels and adventures. That my travels are done in 4 steps as I think about the ideation. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Do a little research around those locations. I then plan my travel. And then, of course, and I've always talked about reliving those, whether it be through images or through any of the tools that I've recommended now or in the past, of how you can relive that adventure. Travel highlights, for me, it's always about the people, the food, the drink, and then the points of interest. There's some point of one of those 3 things that draws me to any location that I go, and that really does create the adventure. As for inspiration and sources, I use travel books, social media, YouTube. People that have already been to the locations may give me some ideas of where to go or where to head to. Some travel forums, guidebooks, and then again local experts, and leverage that. Why use travel tools and a plan? I think it keeps it focused. It keeps you monetarily, keeps you focused on how much that you want to spend and how much time you want to invest in the travel. So again, thinking about that and having a plan is clearly, the way that I travel, and I find it most efficient for me. So for the Nova Scotia trip, this we went for a week. We left during the July period. You could go anytime. I think fall may be really nice time, as the colors may change and you may see that seasonal change there. But we wanted warmer weather, and it was perfect the entire time we were there. It was in the 70s in itself, which is running around like 22 Celsius. It was perfect the whole time that we were there. I spent less than $1,500. I rounded it up just for some of the meals and things that I did there as well. So $1,500, you probably could do it for less, but I drove the whole way. I didn't fly in. I didn't take the cat to going from Bar Harbor to Yarmouth. I drove up and back both ways. But along the way, we stopped at Hopewell Rocks Provincial Park on our way to Lunenburg. And then we spent a couple of days in Halifax. And then we continued on to Baddeck, where we spent a day. And then we spent another day in Cape Breton, and then finishing out in Mabou. On our last day, kind of in Canada, we stopped at Longreach, and then we continued on to Augusta, Maine, on our way back. So great stops, in each one of them. They could be destinations all on their own, I think. So using Wonderlog, you can kind of see these were my points that I wanted to hit along the way. And we did. We hit all of them. I think we missed a few things over in Yarmouth because we didn't come in via the cat. And I think we probably could have spent another whole day in Halifax in itself. And the same goes for Cape Breton. I probably could have spent 2 or 3 days there and moved a little slower, a little methodical through Cape Breton. But it was a beautiful, wasn't a lot of traffic. So it really was a great day going around. And then we did stop for some hikes along the way. So some points, high points here were, of course, Peggy's Cove, Lunenburg. We did the food tour in Halifax, and then we did the Halifax City tour and boardwalk. And that took us on a guided tour of Lunenburg, of Peggy's Cove, and in and around Nova Scotia, around Halifax in itself. We did Hopewell Provincial Park on the way in. We thought about doing one of the other ones on the way out, but time and just trying to think about when we would get someplace. So we did not go to a second park on our way home. But again, Cape Breton Skyline Trail, highly recommend. Very accessible for the most part, except for, of course, going down the steps at the very end of it. But at the very top, someone could enjoy the very top of the view of skyline in itself. Cape Breton Gypsum Mine, great short little hike. And then we made an additional stop in the Glenora Distillery, one of the only Scotch distillers outside of Scotland. So great visit, some great people there. Hands down, the service, the people were so nice at Glenora. I would certainly go back to Glenora again on my own again sometime. So here we are. You can see my van. I've talked about my van in the past. This was the first really big trip with my van for my Off the Beaten Path series that we're running. Here's a beautiful sunrise here. We were at Big Spruce in Baddeck, and again, a great a brewer. I used Harvest Host here, and this was just one of my favorite shots from the trip with the sunrise there at Big Spruce. So let's get into the images and see how the trip went, and see if any ideas pop up for you in itself. But really enjoyable trip, and thank you for viewing. All right, there we have it. Thank you for viewing My Way Journeys YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you have, hit that thumbs up for a like. And if you want to follow me for when future videos come out, hit that subscribe button. Here are the links to the channels if you just want to dance around and check out my Instagram as well. So I thank you for viewing and have a great day and have safe travels.